Hey Elon, what? I made an app better than Twitter. It's called Threads.
You bitch!
Threads app got 100 million downloads, and Elon Musk is mad because it's just like Twitter.
Twitter dude?
I think what's interesting is beyond Twitter, there's also another app called Nostr, which is, well, it's not really an app, it's a decentralized network called Nostr.
So we're going to take a closer look at the app. So what is Nostr? Nostr is a protocol designed to simplify and aim to create a censorship-resistant global social network. So censorship-resistant to me is like key and what probably makes this app different than like any other app. Because I think when you have something that's decentralized, you know, that probably means it's not controlled. So you can pretty much post whatever you want. If you want to bully people online, you should be allowed to bully them. No, I'm just kidding. No, but you mean as adults, if you like want to do whatever you want to do, like if you want to fight on, you know, go ahead and fight. However, I did notice that in the like agreement to using the app, it says there that you agree to not post anything that's illegal, infringement, fraudulent, defamatory, libelous, threatening, pornographic, obscene, offensive, discriminatory, hateful, blah blah blah, harassment. So you basically can't post anything. So like I don't understand how like decentralizing it and censorship resistant, yet they're saying you're not allowed to post anything.
It's so interesting because Damus is actually more censorship focused than Twitter is. Twitter allows pornographic material on it, and they're on Nostr, which is supposed to be this completely censorship resistant platform, but they're very pro censorship, it appears, in certain areas. And that's because, again, they're a client on the network and they can censor however they want to. The underlying network can't be censored, but they can censor the information that displays inside the app. If I had to guess, part of the reason why Damus is doing that is because they're on the Apple App Store, and Apple has regulations too, although they're more lenient with Twitter because it's a bigger player in the space. They may be trying to stay away from that kind of material because they're afraid of getting a ban from Apple.
Twitter still holds ground for if you want to go crazy and fight people and post all your like weird memes, and I think Twitter's for that.
And nudes.
And nudes. Post all your nudes there. Don't post your nudes on Instagram. I mean, you could post some nudes on Instagram, I guess. Titties and ass only.
So what we've read is that the Threads app follows the Instagram user guidelines. So it would be the same. If something isn't allowed on Instagram, it's not going to be allowed on Threads.
Lame. So basically on Threads, you're posting what? Just like your thoughts for the day, or like... Today I had a cheeseburger for breakfast.
Because if you can't post nudes...
Yeah, like what else is there to post? Like if you can't post your nudes, if you can't see people's nudes and titties and ass everywhere, what's the point?
And it's interesting because Damus is sitting on top of Nostr, which is supposed to be this censorship-resistant network where you can say and do anything and no one can stop you. And yet the apps that we have access to on our phones are even more restrictive than Twitter for that platform.
So with Threads having 100 million downloads in a week, it seems like it's actually a viable competitor for Twitter.
Is Threads really going to have staying power, or are people just joining it because they're mad at Elon? And it's funny because I honestly didn't think anyone could hate anybody more than Mark Zuckerberg, but now it seems like everyone hates Elon more than Mark Zuckerberg, and that's really what they're fighting over. So will it last?
I think people follow trends, to be honest. People just like to do things out of like shock. The fact that like Elon was getting even more mad because he's putting all these like restrictions on Twitter, and then so people are getting like angry and they're like, ooh, I'm gonna do this because he's doing this, and then they're like, it's gonna die down. I think it's just an initial rush of people, and then it's gonna slow down. So we'll see.
That's all for this week. Let us know what you're planning to use in the future. Are you going to stick on Twitter? Are you going to go to the new Threads app from Instagram? Or are you going to try out this Nostr thing and see what the decentralized world feels like?
We're currently on Threads and on Twitter, so follow us on there. We're not on Nostr yet, but make sure to like and subscribe and let us know if you want us on Nostr, and we'll probably won't do it, but...
Thank you so much for watching, and we hope your week is full of high points.